I cannot tell if this camera's in focus or not, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. Bueno.
Red wine on your lips from the corner.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm kind of new here too. It's been about a month since I sat down and filmed that last video. My life's been kind of fucking messy since. Kind of really unexpectedly messy since. Hence why I'm still in Claudia's cute little filming space. Because of everything that's been going on, I haven't had the time or the means to finish setting up my own filming space. So my best friend was sweet enough to just loan me her filming space until I can get mine put together. So she's the best for that. Shout out to Claudia. If you haven't checked out her channel, I will leave it linked. I'll leave a card or leave it linked down below. She just got to posting a story time about the time she lived across the street from a murderer. So if you're into shit like that, check it out. It's definitely a good story. Anyways, today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be telling you guys about the time that my Tinder date threatened to kill me and my entire family. To be honest, when I thought about filming this video, I kind of got really excited because I was just like, fuck, like, it kind of happened a while ago, long enough now that it's like funny, but now that I think about it, I'm kind of nervous because, you know, two things. One, I'm just gonna get trolled because shit like this only happens to me. And two, homie's still out there. And he said when he finds me, and he just hasn't found me yet. So I don't know if I'm opening doors by posting this video. But if I go missing, y'all know what happened. I'm gonna take you guys back to December. It was December, I think December. It was about a year ago. I'm gonna say like just December 2017. Your girl was going through a breakup. Even though it was very much expected, I didn't expect the way and when it actually happened. You know, I came home one day, no warning, all his shit was gone. It was traumatic, but that's tea for another story. So, you know, I did what any other young adult does when they're going through a traumatic time in their love life, and I got myself a Tinder. Is that what everybody does? Just me. I'm gonna be talking, okay, little disclaimer, the brother I'm talking about in this video is not Osvaldo, my older brother. If people thought it was him, he would probably kill me. That's not the brother I'm talking about. So the brother I'm talking about in this video, he's actually my cousin, but we just grew up like that. I call him my little brother. I have for as long as I can remember. And his sister. So they were both single at the time, you know, looking for honeys on Tinder, living their life, whatever. And they were like, why don't you just get a Tinder? Like, it's fun, it makes time pass, you know, you talk to a bunch of funny people and there's some honeys on there. You know, so they were having the time of our lives, you know, finding, you know, these men on Tinder. Our little brother is gay. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So, you know, it was like a couple days after the breakup, I made this Tinder. They helped me pick out pictures and yada yada yada, whatever. So one of these nights, I'm just, you know, doing my thing, swiping left, swiping right on Tinder, and I come across this guy's profile, and he's fine. This is a honey, you know, this is a honey, and I'm gonna call this honey, I'm gonna give this honey the name Ryan. You know, very basic profile, but with really dope pictures. Like, and this dude was pretty, like, he was fine, to the point where I kind of just assumed that it was a fake profile, like, by default. I was like, there's no way this guy is real. But I was like, you know, you never know. So I swiped right anyways, and it was a match, because this is cute or whatever. I'm just kidding, but it was a match, and like still didn't think anything of it. And then he messaged me a couple minutes later. So Ryan messages me, and it was just like, you know, like, you're cute, with like hearts, and you know, it's like, thanks, like, you're pretty cute yourself. And it was just like a couple messages back and forth, and he immediately asked me for my Snapchat. So I was like, oh, like, this ain't no catfish, this, like, he's in a Snapchat you in real time, like, what could go wrong? So he has me on Snapchat, and that was it for the night. The next day goes by and I get super dolled up for work, and I post my little thirst trap on Snapchat. You know how that goes. And he replied with a picture of himself, you know, like it wasn't just like a message, it was a picture of himself telling me that I looked good. And so I was like, oh wow, you know. And ever since then, we kind of started our little Snapchat streak. We would just Snapchat back and forth pictures all day long, just conversating, whatever. After a while, he asked me for my number, and it's just like very basic, like, hey, what are you doing? That's cool. What are you into? You know, type of talk that you have when you're just like getting, you know, talking to somebody that you just found on the internet. It doesn't go very deep. You know, he kept talking to me and he was very persistent every day, from a good morning to a good night. And I was just like, wow. You know, I originally got on Tinder not because I was looking for a relationship, but because I was looking for some sort of distraction, you know, just, you know, to make time pass. And this is a cute nice guy that's persistent, and you know, whatever, like, what more distraction do I need? So I kind of just stopped talking to all these other little hooligans that I had started to talk to on Tinder, and I was just talking to Ryan, and I was just chilling, you know, big time chilling. To me, it was more like having a friend. I wasn't taking him too serious because, like I said, a sister was quebradita del corazón or whatever, like what the fuck. So time goes by, you know, we're Snapchatting, we're texting from morning to night, and he's like asking me like when we're gonna hang out and this, and I finally just like took the time to be like, hey, like, you know, I really, like, I just got broken up with like a couple of weeks ago. A sister is going through it, and a sister is not ready. I keep saying sister. Anyways, I'm going through it and I'm not ready to like be dating. And he was just, he had a way with his fucking words, and he was just like, no, like, it's cool, like, I am down to be your friend, and I'm down to be your friend, you're super cool, blah blah blah, and if anything, you know, you're not gonna be, he was just very good about the way he like said shit, you know, he was like, you're not gonna be hurt about this guy forever, and when you're not, I'm still gonna be here. And I was just kind of like, all right, you know, okay, all right, Ryan. One night, Ryan was like, I'm bored, do you want to FaceTime? And I was just like, sure. So we FaceTime, and tell me why he's even cuter, like, in a video, in real life, like, alright, it's not real life, but like, he's even, you know, cuter in live than he is in a fucking still motion picture. And I was just like, damn, like, all right. And he was so nice, like telling me it was pretty, like still on the camera, me looking chunty as fuck after work, and it was just like super chill. I don't know how to explain it. He made music, so we would talk about that a lot, you know. Like, what a better cherry on top to my Tinder horror story than the fact that homeboy was a rapper, of course. So anyways, he wasn't half bad, to be honest. He was a pretty good artist, but that's besides the point. So we would talk about his music a lot and just this and that, and it was just a chill guy, you know. We have similar interests, and we would FaceTime every night for, I want to say, like 2 weeks. So I finally decided, you know, all right, Ryan, let's hang out. So one of those nights when we were FaceTiming, we decided that we were gonna hang out Saturday night when I got off of work. He talked about it all week, and low-key, like, I was starting to get excited because I'm just like, wow, like, you know, there's a nice guy out there. He knows my situation, and he's still being very nice about it. And you know, it didn't seem to me like he was gonna take advantage of the situation or whatever. So I was down. I was with it. So the night before, I was over my sister's house, and I was chilling with her and my little brother. You know, just kind of slipped. I was like, so, like, been talking to this guy on Tinder. He's cute, and it's been a couple of weeks now, and I think I'm finally gonna like go on a date with him tomorrow. And they were like, oh, like, that's super good, dude. Like, we're excited for you. You know, like, they were super nice about it. You know, like, there's not a time limit for shit. Like, no one can tell you shit, you know, like, just go have a good time, whatever happens, just enjoy the date. And I was like, yeah, you guys are right, like, whatever. So morning comes. And I'm telling you, to my knowledge, I feel like I know this guy. I feel like, you know, I know enough about him. We're good enough friends. Like, I feel like I'm ready to finally meet this guy. Well, I tell you, you never really know a person. The morning of the date comes, and I had spent the night at my sister's house. So I was chilling on her bed, and my little brother comes in, and I was on my Snapchat stories, and I was just going through them, clicking through them, and Ryan had posted one of him rapping this little like verse that he had done, and it was pretty good. Like I said, not gonna lie, the dude was pretty artsy. And so my little brother was like, oh, like let me see what he posted, like let me see your bro or whatever. So I showed him, and he just like got really quiet. And he didn't really say anything, and I like turned around because I'm like obviously waiting for him for a reaction, like to be like, oh bitch, he's cute, or like something. I look at him, and Chris's jaw's like down his stomach. He's like and I just look at him, and I was like, what? And he goes, bitch. And I was like, what? So my little brother goes, remember how I told you how on my birthday some guy from Tinder snuck him in, he ate my ass, and it was great? And I was just like, yeah. He goes, that was him. Bruh. Yo no me la creía. I was like, Chris, like, no, Ryan, my Ryan. Don't tell me that about my Ryan. And he was like, nope, yep, sis, like, it is what it is, sorry. And at this point, I was just like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, his name is da 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 da. And I was like, yep. He works at da 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 da. Yup. This is his Snapchat. Yup. This is his number. Yup. Turns out my Ryan had just got done right before me and him started talking. Probably like a week before that, he had snuck into my auntie's house to eat my little brother's ass. And here I am about to fucking go on a date with him. Well, anyways, that's besides the point. So I was a little shocked, I'm not gonna lie, as I'm sure you are all right now. You know, 1 out of 10 straight guys fucks around with guys low key. That's not, you know, that's not very surprising. But what are the fucking odds that you just got done eating my little brother's ass? What are the odds? I just, la pinche suerte que me cargo, en serio. So we kind of just laughed it off. We told my sister. We were just kind of cracking up about it at this point. I was kind of shocked, but obviously my feelings were not hurt. Like, I was still hung up on old dude, and this was just kind of a distraction, and I was gonna go on this date. But you know what? Mejor saber ahorita than after. Imagine me. What if I went on this date, it all went good, everything was cool with me and Ryan, and then one day I bring him over to the auntie's birthday party, and then bam, my little brother's like, hey, your boyfriend ate my ass once. So, you know, the universe, I just want to thank the universe for saving me from those troubles. As if that already wasn't enough, you know, I hadn't talked to him that morning. He finally, I was at work, and he finally texted me when he woke up, and he was just like, good morning. And I was like, good morning. And he was just like, so, like, we're still gonna hang out today, right? Like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, about that. I don't have all the screenshots of how that conversation went. But I remember, because I have pretty good memory. I do have the last couple messages he sent me before I finally blocked him. And I will put that screenshot up here. But conversation went a little something like this.
Are we still gonna hang out today?
And I was like, about that. Just out of conversation, it kind of came up. They used to fuck with my little brother. No one to judge you, but I can't go on this date with you as a date. If you still want to hang out as friends, we could do that. He immediately got defensive and was like,
He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to hang out with you. You say you're not judging, but that's exactly what you're doing. Like, fuck that. You're a fake ass bitch.
he said something like that around that. Like, immediately got super defensive. And I was just like, dude, like, it's my little brother. Like, I'm pretty sure he got defensive because, like I said, he probably thought that it was because he fucked with a guy. And, you know, it was kind of it was probably a shock to him. This is probably the first time that anybody had ever called him out about that. But that's not what I was calling him out for. It could have been my sister. The point is you used to fuck with somebody that I know or in my family. That's just a thing for me. Like, you don't fuck with people who your friends or family used to fuck with. Like, those people are off limits. Like, that's gross. I'm sorry. So I just texted him back and I was just like, dude, it's my little brother. Like, I don't care if, like, it was my sister. The point is that if you found out that you had a brother and you found out that I used to fuck with him, you wouldn't want to fuck with me either. That's just a principle. Like, I'm trying to be nice about this. Like, you're cool. This is nothing against you. It's just unfortunate that that's the way shit, you know, unfolded. And he was just like,
Wow, like, you really think that? Like, you're really just assuming shit.
point is, we exchanged a couple messages back and forth. Me trying to be nice and him just being like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And finally, I got these set of messages. I wish it would have saved them all. I did take screenshots of all of it, but I never thought that I was gonna, you know, come on and troll about this story with you guys. So I didn't save all the screenshots. The only one I saved was this one. You'll see why in a second, because it's so important one. Just in case I ever go missing, you know, catch his ass. Like I said, we exchanged a couple messages back and forth, and then he finally said,
Fuck off, I'ma find you. And you're gonna learn never to fuck with someone like me again, bitch. I kill stupid fucks like you and don't even think twice. Bitch, I'll kill your whole fucking family.
and I wasn't obviously texting back because, bruh, you took that shit to a whole nother level. Like, I was kind of like, I was more shocked at the fact that he was threatening to kill me than the fact that he was eating ass. This is more of a shock. And he said,
That's what I thought. Watch what you fucking say, because you have no idea what's true or not. And the fact that you just kind of assume shit says the kind of person you are. You fucking fake, fat, ugly bitch. Like, how dare you? LMAO. You must think you something.
well, I wasn't a fat, ugly bitch before I called you out for fucking my little brother, but alright. That happened. I blocked his ass on everything. I blocked his number. I took screenshots of all the messages and his number. I don't have the screenshots anymore because I deleted them and I just kept that one because it's the one where he threatened to kill me and my family. I deleted him on everything. I blocked him on everything. I had already deleted my Tinder, so that wasn't a big deal, but I blocked him on Instagram. I blocked him on Twitter. I found his ass on Facebook and I blocked him as like by no means. It was just such a shock to me, and I was kind of like I didn't think he was gonna get, like, I assumed that maybe he would get upset, but I didn't assume that it would be that bad. I think it was just the first time somebody calling him out for being gay, but it wasn't even the fact, or like for not even being gay, for being bisexual, whatever he might be, but that wasn't even why I wasn't feeling it. I have nothing against gay people or bisexual people. Love is love. You like what you fucking like. That's fine. But first of all, it was a little disrespectful for you to not even tell me that those are your interests. And two, like, it's my little brother, bitch. What the fuck? What the fuck? So, I don't know. The point is after that, I was already off Tinder, but I ain't ever going back. I don't care how lonely I am, because the bitch be getting lonely sometimes. Never going back on Tinder or any dating website. My mom's gonna see this and be very proud of me. I'm just kidding, but I go through stupid ass, crazy ass experiences like this so you guys don't have to. And I'm not saying Tinder's all bad, you know. It worked out for my sister. She met the love of her life. A year later, they're like moved into an apartment, living their best life. You can tell they're in love, you know. So not everybody's gonna come across a murderer on Tinder or one that threatens to be, but you know, you might. So be careful. You never really know anybody. Like, there's people who be living with their significant other or their husband or their wife or their mom for years, bitch, and it turns out that those people are serial killers. Like, you never really know somebody, and that's the scary part. So be careful. I'm still kind of shocked at this story myself. So you guys are probably like, bitch, what? Anyways, that was a story about the time that I was going through a breakup. So I got on Tinder and I met a honey. Turns out the honey was gay, ate my little brother's ass, told him about it, told him that I knew what's up, told him that I wasn't fucking with it, and then he threatened to kill me and my entire family. I don't know. You live and you learn. You live and you motherfucking learn. Anyways, so thanks for tuning into my video, guys, about that one crazy time.
$20
If you guys have any crazy Tinder stories, leave them down below. I would love to feel like I'm not alone.
You say my name.
Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.